okay, how's everybody doing? I haven't filmed a video in a while, and I haven't told a story, not because I haven't wanted to, I just haven't had anything interesting happen to me. The past couple months have been crazy, to say the least. But I'm back. I got a story for you. I thought of one that might be interesting. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. That way you get notifications when I post a new story. If you make it to the end of this story, put a tree in the comment section, or you can just say tree, whichever, that's up to you. So here's the story. Years ago, I was working in a restaurant. It was a 24-hour restaurant, and this restaurant happened to be at a casino. I worked overnight shift, so did that all night, went to school all day, slept when I could. That being said, the casino had a concert that night. That concert, and the emoji's gonna make sense here in a minute, is Snoop Dogg. Okay, so concert lets out. We're busy. The restaurant only holds like 50 some people. I mean, there's like 4 other servers on. It's crazy busy. Crazy. Like an hour later, I get a phone call from the room service phone, and it shows up as an ID, and I immediately know it's his room. Not because it says his name, because it has some absurd cartoon character's name on it, and you just know. You just immediately know that it's him. So I pick it up. It's Snoop, and I would love to do a Snoop impression, but I can't. He orders half the menu. Fine. In my head, I'm like, I'll just put it in to-go boxes and I'll run it up. Same building. So he's like, well, do you want me to come down and pick it up? No, I'm good. I will bring it up to you. That is not a problem with me. So food comes up, like arms are full of food. I don't tell anybody it's for. I said, I gotta run this food up. I'll be back. Everyone's covering my section. Fine, whatever. I go up there. I step off the elevator, and you can immediately smell it. You can smell everything. You're like, oh, okay. 2 of his security guards. His pat me down. Okay, you're good to go. I'm barely off the elevator at this point. Then I walk to his room. There's 2 more security guards standing there. They pat me down. And they're like, well, what are you doing here? What the hell do you think I'm doing here? I got food in my hand. I'm like, well, I'm just delivering some food. And so they let me in. In those Cheech and Chong movies when they open up their window and it just pours out smoke? That's literally what happened. Fine, whatever. I go in, drop it off. Him and I strike up a conversation. Let's just say I hung out for a little bit. Just a little bit. Hung out for a little bit. Left. I said, was getting ready to leave. He hands me now that when you basically get vouchers when you're performing at one of the casinos. He gave me a bunch of vouchers. He's like, oh, is tip included on that? I said, no, tip is not included. He goes, oh. So I awkwardly stand there for a minute, and he goes back to eating his food. And I take the hint. I'm leaving. So I guess he did not tip me on that. But I went back down to work, made my money. Don't know how I made it through the night. I was probably in my early 20s. So yeah, that's my story of meeting Snoop Dogg.